Thanks for tuning into the Spicy Booknook, where we discuss all of our favorite and not so favorite dark and dirty book series. We're your hosts, Aj
and Tay. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, so today for our special Christmas episode, we're going to be reviewing My Sinful Santa. This book is by Jaye, and it's actually 3 tales in one. So I read this one, and my bestie didn't. So I'm going to pretty much describe what happens in the book, and she's going to let me know which one would be her favorite story.
I'm excited.
So, starting off, the cover of this book, very nice. I was like, okay, the cover is beautiful. So it does have 3 different stories in it. The first story has our 2 main characters. We have Jenny and Van is Jenny's brother-in-law. And Jenny pretty much has this horrible husband that is an alcoholic, and he cheats on her all the time. They sleep in different rooms, different beds. Like there is no anything going on between them. And she realizes that she likes Van, and Van also has this really strong attraction to her. And pretty much they have like a family Christmas party, and Van has to dress up as Santa. And so he's like a sexy Santa. And he's also like an army vet. So I guess she just added that in for extra little, attraction.
A little oomph.
And so pretty much they both have this really strong attraction. Jenny gets drunk, and Van offers to take her home. And while he offers to take her home, they in the house, and then finally she grows some balls and starts trying to kiss him,
Ooh.
and he starts trying to kiss her back, and it's getting really, hot and heavy, and they've had like this strong attraction to each other for a really long time. Like, even Jenny was admitting in the book that if she never met her husband, like, and she met Van first, she would have ended up with him first.
Ooh. Oh,
So
okay.
it's
So
very
she
like,
already liked him.
yeah. So he was like off, I think at war or something. And so when she did finally meet him, like, she realized like she chose the wrong brother, pretty much.
Oh. Oh. So the attraction it's there already.
Yes. And so they're kissing and stuff. And then there's a knock at the door, and it's the older sister and her husband, and they come in and pretty much just cock block them. Like, they're like, oh, like, let's have some drinks, let's, like, just being like fucking annoying as fuck, like, just so annoying. And then later on, like, the story goes on. I don't want to give the whole story away. And then pretty much towards the end, they're about to sleep together, and there's a knock on the door.
Oh my
And it's
god.
her husband,
Oh.
and he's telling the brother like how he wants to divorce her. And he's pretty much just like, I'm thinking about divorcing her, like, I found somebody else, blah blah blah. And why he's saying this, like, Jenny is literally in the back in homeboy's bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, oh my
so
god.
that one,
Oh.
I don't like cheating tropes at all. Like, I think they're so icky.
Uh,
But in this sense, it was just very much like her and her husband were literally like nothing. Like, didn't sleep in the same bed, didn't talk to each other, and he's like off with this other woman, like planning a life with her. And yeah, so normally I don't like the cheating trope, but I was like, okay, go ahead, get you Van. Go
you
get
know
you some
what?
Van.
Cheating ain't my thing either. Don't do that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
And clearly they both wanted to divorce each other, because Jenny also wanted to divorce him. She was just saying how she was waiting for like the right time, and she didn't want to do it on Christmas because,
I
nobody wants
like
to get
that
broken up
one.
with on Christmas. Like, she was being considerate. So that was the first book. And then we have the second book, which has Rosie and Blade. And so Blade is like a fill-in chef. He's filling in because the other chef got fired, and he's like a complete dickhead. And then there's Rosie, who's super, nice and sweet. And she be walking around with these cute little holiday outfits that be teasing him a little bit. And so they both like each other, but haven't said anything. But during work, he's pretty much a dickhead. Like, he's he's a jerk. And then one day after work, she doesn't have a ride home, and he gives her a ride home. And then they pretty much just like admit their attraction to each other.
Oh.
And they like after that they pretty much hit it off. There's a scene where they're in like this like little bar place, and they have sex at the damn bar.
Oh my
Like they go
God.
into a side booth and they getting it in, and then homegirl can't find her underwear, and they're
Oh.
like under the table, and then the freaking one of the people they went to the bar with, she drops her napkin on the floor.
Oh my
And
God.
why did she pick up homegirl's fucking panties from under the
Girl, hell no. Hell no.
Yeah, like it's
That's embarrassing. Oh my fucking God.
Could you imagine, girl, you was
Hell
up there trying
no.
to be discreet, sleeping with somebody, and then bam.
I would never come out that stall.
Ever.
Nobody would see me. I would just live there.
So embarrassing. Like,
Yeah, I'd have to run
so
out
there's
with my
that
t-shirt
one.
over my head. That's crazy.
And then the last one is Bo and Matt. And Matt is a sexy veterinarian.
Oh.
And so Bo has like her own little animal and stuff, and she like thinks that she's imagining this attraction that like her and Matt have, but she's not. Like Matt actually is really feeling her, and something happened, like an emergency happens, and he has to go, even though he's trying to express to her how he feels. And she ends up being really understanding and like goes with him to help this animal. And that one is just really like wholesome. Like it's such a wholesome.
It sounds wholesome.
Yeah. So I'll say like out of the three, my favorite would probably be the second story, like the cook one, and especially because Blade was like possessive, and I like
Mm-hmm.
a possessive man. Okay, I like it because this other dude was kind of trying to talk to Rosie, and he was very much like hell no, like
Oh
he
my
he
God.
wasn't he wasn't dealing with none of that shit. So I'm like I like that one. He was a little
Uh-huh.
possessive.
And the which one had the most smut to you?
I would say the second one.
The second one. Yeah, the second one sounded really smutty. I liked it.
I think, yeah, that one was just like the tension between them, since he was like kind of an asshole in the beginning, then that just made it like that much better.
Yeah, I think that's the one that gave me the most vibes, that I was like, I'm excited to go and read these books. I'll probably read them on Christmas, when the episode releases. So I will be listening with everybody.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really a good like Christmas. It kind of is like a Hallmark with some spice is how I
That's
would
what it sounds like. It's
describe it. Like, and I will say, like, normally I wasn't sure how I would like it because we read like really dark stuff. Like really, really dark stuff. But for Christmas, I was like, I kind of just want something a little bit lighter.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
I will say yes, like it essentially is like a Hallmark with some smut in there, which is great. And you get three stories in one, so it's great. It's so I think it was a really nice little book, especially if people like kind of like sweeter, romance. Like we normally read dark romance. So reading it, I was like, "Ooh, this might be a little too sweet for me," because I just be reading some dark nasty shit. So I really wasn't sure. And then I realized like the book is good. Like it's not the book, it's me. I'm the problem. Because for some
You just
reason,
want
like
everything dirty.
in my mind, I guess with all the shit I read, like I'm like, damn, where's the whips and chains? Where's the abuse? Where's the
Where's
like
the abuse? Stop it.
so I'm like, it's me. I'm the problem. But the book overall was like good. Like it's such a cute little sweet, like little Hallmark with spice moment. So that's
Oh,
what I would refer to it as.
I'll give it a chance.
Give it a chance. Give it a
Yeah.
chance.
Was this book sent to us?
Yes, this was a part of our book mail. So we got this one sent to us.
Honestly, I wish I had time to read it with you. But it's good to know I have 3 stories to read on Christmas Day.
Yeah, so I think my favorite was definitely the second one though. The cook. And he was like not even a real cook. He had to fill in, so he already just had like a chip on his shoulder and a damn attitude because he
He
didn't
was
want to
just
eat.
not feeling it.
The sexy veterinarian, I was like, oh wow, that's nice. Like you care about animals. Van overall was just the military guy. It was just like, she made him like the typical, just he was just a good man. Like I think that's the thing. I'm like, damn, these were all just like good men. Like they were just really, really good men, just like overall.
You said Santa was like doing it for the kids, wasn't he?
He was dressing up as Santa for the kids, like super cute. Like it was like the thing that his family has like him do every year. So that I was like that was cute. And then like Jenny and Van do end up like being together.
See, that sounds like cute Lifetime Hallmark
Yes, I'm
movie.
telling you, like Lifetime Hallmark with a little bit of smut. Like that's what I would wrap this up as.
Sounds like some calm stuff before we get into the month of January then.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes we need like a little brain break from all the dark shit we be reading. And so like I would say like this was a really good brain break. Like it was nice to read something that was like a little bit lighter, a little bit fluffier than what like we normally read.
Well, we appreciate the book mail. I'm reading mine on Kindle,
I
but
know. Thank you for the book mail. We appreciate it.
yes, thank you. Um, all right. What did you rate the book?
I would rate it like a 4.
Yeah. Also because you're the problem.
It's me. Yeah, I'm the problem. Like, and that's the thing. I completely understand. Like, I just am used to reading darker stuff, so this book was just a little fluffy for me personally. But I know like there are a lot of people that just genuinely like, romance with a little bit of like smut in it. And so this would be perfect. Like if you're someone who just reads just normal romance with a little bit, like this would be like really great. I personally just tend to read like darker romance, so
I feel it. I
love that.
definitely feel it.
Yeah, I'm sick. That's just me.
No, you're not sick. We all have book fantasies, and nothing's wrong with it.
And then like for Christmas, like this is like perfect for Christmas because it's just, Christmas is just like a lighter time anyway. So it's like this was like really good to just have a lighter little bit of a storyline instead of some of the harsher stuff that we normally read. So I
Right.
definitely would, if anyone is looking for just like, a cute little romance to read for Christmas, I would say this would be a good one to read. And you do have 3 stories in one. So I would definitely read it for anyone looking for just a little romance to read for Christmas.
Okay, well, I am, so I'm gonna get on it then.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to us for our holiday episode. Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.